Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Methodology Maths by Pratik Grover. This is Pratik Grover and today's topic is the continuation of the exercise 5.3 for 10th standard NCERT chapter name Arithmetic Progressions. The first part of this exercise has been done in the previous video. The link of the same has been shared in the description of this video. So go through that video first. If you have gone through that video, please we can continue with this video. Before starting, please subscribe to my channel if you are not done yet and click that bell icon so that you get a notification whenever I post a new video for your topics. We will be starting with the fourth question and hopefully there would be a third part also. In this video I will be considering all the easy questions till question number 14th, and after question number 14th we will go to the next video from 15th, which I think so are of higher level as compared to this first questions till 14th sum. So let us start with the question number 4. In word problems, the main important thing is to understand the question, what is being asked and what you have to find out. We have two formulas and we'll use both the formulas for A of n and S of n, and we'll find the answers for the respective questions. Fourth question, how many terms of the AP? How many terms means the first question they are asked is n. How many terms of an AP? The AP given to us and I'll be fetching the information which is given to us. A is given 9, the first term is given 9. The common difference is 17 minus 9, that is equals to 8. How many terms of this AP should be taken to give us sum of 636? Sum of 636 means S of n is given 636. S of n is given 636. So using this given things, we have to find n. What is the formula of S of n? That is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. This is S of n and S of n is 636. N will remain as it is. 2 into a is 9 plus n minus 1 as it is. D is 8 equals to 636. I'm not taking this 2 on the right hand side because I know that some 2 will be common in this bracket and we'll get the 2. Don't take 2 on that side. So n by 2. This is 2 into 9, that is 18 plus, I am multiplying the 8 in the bracket. 8n minus 8 equals to 636. In this bracket, it will be n by 2. 18 minus 8 is 10 plus 8n equals to 636. As you can see, 2 is common, so I am taking 2 common. N by 2, 2 common. This will be 5 plus 4n equals to 636. This 2 and 2 will cancel out. This n will get multiplied to the bracket directly. It will become 5n plus 4n square equals to 636. Taking 636 on the left hand side, we will get 4n square plus 5n. I've just rearranged the terms. Okay. Minus 636 equals to 0. Solve this equation by middle term splitting by quadratic formula any. I'll be solving it using middle term splitting. No, rather I think so quadratic formula is more convenient. So we know how to find quadratic formula. So b square minus 4ac. If you don't know these things, specific playlists are there in my videos. Go through that playlist, go through the 4th chapter, and in that there would be one video of explanation of this formula. Okay, so b square minus 4ac, I will get 5 square minus 4 multiplied by 4 into minus 636, that is 25 plus, why plus? Because minus minus will become plus 10,176. If you add them, it will be 11, 10, 201. 10201. We have to find the square root of this b square minus 4ac, that is square root of 10201, and the answer would be 101. This is under root of b square minus 4ac. So we have to find n. For n we have to find the formula, quadratic formula. So n would be equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So minus b is 5. So minus 5 plus minus 101 upon 2 into 4. See, I know that I will not be using minus, because if I will be using negative number, चलो करके तो दिखाना ही पड़ेगा. Okay, we'll using. तो minus 5 plus 101 upon 8 or minus 5 minus 101 upon 8. I am directly writing not possible. Why not possible? It will be a negative number and we don't need to find negative number. This is 101 minus 5, that is 96 by 8. Answer is 12. So number of terms, how many terms is required to sum should be 636? The number of terms would be 12. Understood? Sure. Let us proceed towards the fifth question. The first term of an AP is 5. A is given 5. And the last term is 45. AN is given 45. And the sum is 400. S of n is given 400. Find the number of terms and the common difference. You have to find n and you have to find d. First of all, how will you find n? Using a, an and sn, use the second formula. S of n equals to n by 2 a plus an. Using this find n, then we will find d. So 400 equals to n by 2, 5 plus 45. Don't take 2 on that side, right now wait. 400 equals to n by 2 multiplied by 5 plus 45 is 50. This 2 ones are 2 25s will cancel out. This 25 will go on the left hand side and get divided. So 400 divided by 25 is 16. So my n came out to be 16. I'm not solving now ahead. Using the formula a of n equals to a plus n minus 1d. You did this in second exercise. So I'm not solving it now. A of n. You have a of n. You have a. You have n. Find d. You will be able to find the value of d from this equation. Now let us proceed to the sixth sum. Understand the sum. Sixth one. The first and the last term of AP are 17 and 350 respectively. So first term A is 17 and last term AN is 350. It is given to us. If the common difference is 9, D is equals to 9. This is given. How many terms are there? N. And what is their sum? S of n. You have to find n as well as S of n. Using A, an and D, we will be able to find n. A of n equals to a plus n minus 1d. Using this, we can able to find n. So let us find out. 350 equals to 17 plus n minus 1 into 9. This 17 will go on the left hand side and get subtracted. So it will be 333 equals to n minus 1 into 9. Don't multiply in this bracket. 9 will get in the denominator. If we divide 9 in the left hand side, it will become 37 equals to n minus 1. This 1 will go on that side and gets added. So n is equals to 38. After getting n, now it's easy to find S of n. Use the second formula because we have the last term a of n. S of n equals to n by 2 a plus an. I hope you will be able to find this value or let me find the value for you. N is equals to 38 by 2. A is 17 plus 350. 2 ones are 2 19s are. So 19 multiplied by 367. Just multiply these two numbers, you'll get your final answer that you can do by yourself. I am proceeding towards the seventh sum. Seventh sum. Find the sum of first 22 terms. So n equals to 22 given, and they are asking to find s of 22. They are asking to find s of 22, sum of first 22 terms of an AP. D is equals to 7. Common difference D is 7, and the 22nd term. 22nd term matlab A of 22 is given 149. N is given 22. An is given. A of 22 is given 149. D is given. They are asking you to find S of 22. We know that sum can be found only when A is known. A, that is first term, is known to us. So first of all, we will find the first term using these three terms. A of 22 is A plus 21D. A of 22, that is 149, equals to A plus, we don't know A, 21 multiplied by 7. So 149 equals to A plus, this is 147. 21 into 7 is 147. This 147 will go on the left hand side. So A will become 2. Now you got A, you got N, you got A of N. A of N means A22. Last term. See, we have to find S of 22. So for us, 22nd term will be the last term. So that is 22nd term, we have it. So using the formula of S of N, N divided by 2, A plus AN. We can use the formula of AN to 2A plus N minus 1D also. You will get the same answer. But we know this formula, so you will be able to find the formula. You will be able to find the value using this formula. So I am not doing this right here. Do it by yourself. 8th question. Find the sum of first 51 terms. That is S of 51 you have to find. That is N is equals to 51 given. Sum of first 51 terms means number of terms is given 51, and S of 51 we have to find out. Whose second and third terms are? A of 2 is given 14 and A of 3 is given, third term is given 18. You have to find S of 51. You know S of 51 we have to find. N we have. We don't have A of 51. We need A and D now. A of 51 अगर होता हमारे पास तो हम उसको यूज करते, पर हमको अगर A और D मिल जाता है तो A, D और N से हम S of 51 निकाल सकते हैं. तो पहले इन दोनों की मदद से, what is A of 2? That is A plus D equals to 14. And what is A of 3? That is A plus 2D equals to 18. Elimination, subtracting these two equations. I am not writing the terms, I am not writing the statements. You have to write subtracting these two equations. This is my equation number 1. This is my equation number 2. If I subtract, so A plus 2D equals to 18. A plus D equals to 14. Subtraction, this will be D equals to 4. We got D equals to 4. After getting D equals to 4, we need to find A. Substituting in first equation. So A plus 4 equals to 14. This gives A equals to 10. This will give us A equals to 10. We got A, we got D, we got N. S of 51. Formula for S of 51 will be 51 by 2, that is N by 2. 2 multiplied by A. What is A? 10 plus N minus 1, that is 50, because N is 51. 50 into D. D is 4. So 51 by 2 as it is. 2 into 10, 20. 50 into 4, 200. So 51 by 2 multiplied by 220. 2 ones are 2, 110s are 5610. So sum of 51 terms would be 5610. Understood? Let us proceed towards the ninth sum now. Ninth sum. If the first sum of the first 7 terms of AP is 49, S of 7 is given 49, and that of 17 terms is given 289. See, S of 7 is given 49. That means I am writing the formula 7 by 2, 2a plus 6d equals to 49. N by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Okay. Now in this bracket, you can see 2 is common. So I am taking 2 common. 7 by 2 multiplied by 2, a plus 3d equals to 49. Am I right? S of 7, sum of 7 terms is given 49. This 2 and 2 will cancel out. This 7, which is getting multiplied on the left hand side, if I move it on the right hand side, it will get divided. So a plus 3d will be 49 by 7. 7 ones are 7 sevens are. So a plus 3d will be equals to 7. This is my first equation in the form of a and d. Now the sum of 17 terms is given. S of 17 is given 289. S of 17 is given 289. What is S of 17? 17 by 2, that is n by 2. जी ये जो सबस्क्रिप्ट में लिखा होता है ना, ये n होता है. तो n by 2, 17 by 2, 2a प्लस n minus 1. n minus 1 मतलब 17 minus 1 कितना है यहाँ पे? 16d equals to 289. Again 2 is common. So 17 by 2 multiplied by 2 common. A plus 8d equals to 289. This 2 cancels out. This 17 will come in the denominator. A plus 8d equals to 289 divided by 17. This 17 will come in the denominator. 289 by 17. A plus 8d equals to 17. This is my second equation. Using these two equations, what is the question now? You have to find sum of n terms. जब भी ऐसा क्वेश्चन आता है ना, सम ऑफ n टर्म्स, तो याद रखिए a और d. देखो सम ऑफ n टर्म्स की जो भी फॉर्मूला होती है, सम ऑफ n टर्म्स पूछा है. सम ऑफ n टर्म्स का मतलब उसके अंदर n होता है, a होता है और d होता है. तो n को छोड़ के बाकी सारी वैल्यूज पुट कर देनी है. उसको बोलते हैं सम ऑफ n टर्म्स फाइंड करना. तो जब भी क्वेश्चन आता है फाइंड सम ऑफ n टर्म्स, का मतलब क्या है कि n को छोड़ के बाकी सारी वैल्यूज उसके अंदर सब्स्टिट्यूट करनी है. तो बाकी सब वैल्यूज में क्या क्या आता है? a भी आता है, d भी आता है. तो हमारे पास तो वो है नहीं. ये दो इक्वेशंस हैं, इन दोनों इक्वेशन से a और d आ जाएगा. तो यूजिंग एलिमिनेशन वी आर फाइंडिंग, subtracting them without multiplying with anything. This will be 5d equals to 10. So d will be equals to 2. Substituting this value of 2 in this equation. So a plus 6 equals to 7. 3 multiplied by 2. 3 multiplied by 2 will get 6 equal to 7. So we will get a equals to 1. We will get a equals to 1. Okay. Now we can substitute in my formula of s of n. I am again repeating, if s of n is asked, find s of sum of n terms. Sum of n terms means in the formula of s of n, only n should be left as variable. All the other values should be substituted. So if you know the values, substitute directly. If you don't know, then find in this way and then substitute. So this will be n by 2, 2a. A is 1 plus n minus 1 d. N minus 1 and d is 2. So this will be n by 2 multiplied by, as you can see, this 2 into 1 will be 2. I am opening the brackets, so this will be 2n minus 2. 2n minus 2. So n by 2 in the bracket, see 2 minus 2 will cut, only 2n will remain. This 2 and 2 will cancel out and only n into n will remain. So s of n will be equals to n square. S of n will be equals to n square. Okay, understood? Shall we proceed towards the 10th sum? 10th question is, show that a1, a2 till an will form an AP where an is given as below. There are two. I am doing the second one. I am not doing the first one. First one easy है. Second one क्या है? an is given 9 minus 5n. इसका मतलब क्या है? an दिया हुआ है. इसका मतलब ये है कि हमने an की एक फॉर्मूला पढ़ी थी. an की फॉर्मूला क्या थी? a plus n minus 1d. If we have studied the formula of an as a plus n minus 1d, forget that formula for this sum, because in this sum they have directly given more specified value of an as an is equals to 9 minus 5n. Understood? मतलब इस सम के लिए an की जो फॉर्मूला मैंने दी थी वो भूल जाइए, an की ये फॉर्मूला एक्सेप्ट कीजिए कि इस सम के लिए an ये है. एंड यू हैव टू प्रूव दिस AP, दिस इज एन AP. तो AP प्रूव करने के लिए मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? मुझे इसकी फर्स्ट टर्म, इसकी सेकेंड टर्म, इसकी थर्ड टर्म और इसकी फोर्थ टर्म, पहली 4 टर्म तो निकालनी पड़ेगी. इनकी 4 टर्म निकालने के बाद मेरे को उनका कॉमन डिफरेंस चेक करना पड़ेगा. याद आया फर्स्ट एक्सरसाइज? कॉमन डिफरेंस चेक करने के बाद पता चलेगा कि वो AP है कि नहीं है. ओके, तो उन्होंने बोला है कि ये प्रूव करो कि AP है. AP प्रूव करने के लिए पहले तो मुझे टर्म्स जाननी है AP में कि इसकी टर्म्स क्या है. तो मैं पहले 4 टर्म्स निकालूंगा. वी नीड टू फाइंड 4 टर्म्स. a of 1, इस सम के लिए a of n को यही रखना है. डोंट यूज द फॉर्मूला a plus n minus 1d, क्योंकि इसमें इन्होंने पहले से ही फॉर्मूला दे दिया है an का. a of 1 मतलब फर्स्ट टर्म. n की वैल्यू 1 रखनी है इसमें. n की वैल्यू को क्या रखना है? 1 रखना है. तो 9 minus 5 आंसर इज 4. दिस इज माई फर्स्ट टर्म. सेकेंड टर्म मतलब a of 2, मतलब n की वैल्यू क्या रखनी है इस इक्वेशन में? 2. 9 minus 5 into 2 that is 10. तो आंसर इज -1. a of 3 मतलब थर्ड टर्म फाइंड करना है यूजिंग दिस फॉर्मूला. 9 minus 15, क्योंकि n की वैल्यू को 3 रखेंगे तो -6. a of 4, 9 minus n की वैल्यू को 4 रखेंगे 20. आंसर इज -11. ये 4 टर्म आ गई आपकी. अब आपको फर्स्ट एक्सरसाइज की तरह d1 फाइंड करना है, दैट इज फर्स्ट डिफरेंस. इस केस में -1 -4 दैट इज -5. d2 फाइंड करना है, -6 minus of -1 that is -6 plus 1 again -5. और d3 फाइंड करना है, -11 minus of -6 that is -11 plus 6 that is equals to -5. तीनों d की वैल्यू सेम आई. यस, इट्स एन AP. क्वेश्चन यहाँ खत्म नहीं होता है. AP प्रूव कर दिया आपने कि यस ये AP है. अब आपको इसकी सम ऑफ फर्स्ट 15 टर्म्स निकालनी है. आपको S of 15 निकालना है. S of 15 कैसे निकालेंगे? n क्या है? 15. तो 15/2 n/2. 2a plus n minus 1. n minus 1 मतलब 14. d. ये फॉर्मूला में a और d जो आए हैं आपके, a क्या है? 4 और d क्या आया? -5. सब्स्टिट्यूट कीजिए और S of 15 निकाल दीजिए. अंडरस्टूड दिस सम? वापस से समझाऊँ कि वापस हम समझेंगे. a of n दिया हुआ है, मतलब इस क्वेश्चन के लिए आपको an दिया हुआ है फॉर्मूला. nth टर्म की फॉर्मूला दी हुई है, तो हम जो रेगुलर फॉर्मूला यूज़ करते थे वो यूज़ नहीं करेंगे. पहले इससे हमने 4 टर्म्स निकाली. पहली 4 टर्म्स, वो 4 टर्म निकाली, उसके फिर हमने डिफरेंस चेक किए. सबके डिफरेंस सेम आए, मतलब पता चल गया ये एक AP है. वी फाउंड आउट द फर्स्ट 4 टर्म्स ऑफ द AP एंड देन वी फाउंड आउट द कॉमन डिफरेंस बिटवीन ऑल ऑफ देम एंड इट केम आउट टू बी सेम. दिस प्रूव्स दैट इट्स एन AP. After finding AP, find the sum of 15 terms using the formula. Okay? Understood? I am proceeding towards the sum number 11th. Very important sum. If the sum of first n terms of AP is 4n minus n square, in this question, sum of first n terms, S of n is given 4n minus n square. Sum of first n terms is given 4n minus n square. What is the first term? First term, see, S of n is given, matlab for this question you have to consider the formula of S of n is as this, in the form of n. Don't use n/2 2a plus n minus 1d. इस क्वेश्चन के लिए सम ऑफ n टर्म्स की फॉर्मूला यही बन के रह जाएगी। अब अगर मुझे सिर्फ इतना बोल देते ना कि फाइंड द nth टर्म, तो भी मुझे a चाहिए, d चाहिए। अब देखिए इसमें से a, d, n कैसे निकलता है। अगर मुझे a चाहिए मतलब फर्स्ट टर्म चाहिए, तो मैं n की वैल्यू को 1 पुट करूंगा। अगर मैं n की वैल्यू को 1 पुट करूंगा, दैट मीन्स इफ आई सब्स्टिट्यूट द वैल्यू ऑफ n एज 1, दैट मीन्स सम ऑफ वन टर्म्स। सम ऑफ वन टर्म्स मतलब ऑब्वियसली फर्स्ट टर्म। सम ऑफ वन टर्म मतलब एक ही टर्म है, मतलब फर्स्ट टर्म। सो 4 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 1 माइनस 1 स्क्वायर, that is 4 minus 1, that is 3. So my first term came out to be 3. Now question is find sum of two terms and then find the second term. But अगर क्वेश्चन में नहीं बोलते और डायरेक्टली पूछते फाइंड द सेकेंड टर्म, हाउ विल यू फाइंड द सेकेंड टर्म? आपको कॉमन डिफरेंस तो पता नहीं है। तो अगेन यूजिंग दिस फॉर्मूला विल फाइंड एस ऑफ टू। हमारे क्वेश्चन में पूछा एस ऑफ टू, बट अगर नहीं भी पूछा होता तो हमको ये फाइंड करना पड़ता। एस ऑफ टू दैट इज सम ऑफ फर्स्ट टू टर्म्स। एस ऑफ टू का मतलब क्या होता है? सम ऑफ फर्स्ट टू टर्म्स। एन की वैल्यू को 2 सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे, 4 इंटू 2 माइनस 2 स्क्वायर। इसका मतलब क्या है? एस ऑफ टू का सम ऑफ फर्स्ट टू टर्म्स, फर्स्ट टर्म ए और सेकेंड टर्म a2। फर्स्ट टर्म ए और a2 को ऐड करूंगा तो s2 बनेगा। मैंने ये s2 के बदले लिखा। राइट हैंड साइड पे 4 इंटू 2 8 माइनस 2 स्क्वायर दैट इज 4। a की वैल्यू क्या है? a की वैल्यू 3 है। 3 प्लस a2 इक्वल्स टू 4। ये 3 राइट हैंड साइड जाएगा तो हमारी सेकेंड टर्म हमको मिल गई a2 इज इक्वल्स टू 1। सेकेंड टर्म क्या मिल गई हमको? a2 इक्वल्स टू 1। और सम ऑफ टू टर्म्स क्या मिलेगा हमको? सम ऑफ टू टर्म्स मिलेगा 4। इस क्वेश्चन में पूछा हुआ है, तो सम ऑफ टू टर्म्स विल बी इक्वल्स टू 4। मैं इसको मार्क कर देता हूँ कलर्ड पेन से कि आपको याद रहे। ये सम ऑफ टू टर्म्स है। एस ऑफ टू इज गिवन 4। क्वेश्चन में पूछा है तो हमको ये बताना जरूरी है। व्हाट इज थर्ड टर्म? हाउ विल यू फाइंड थर्ड टर्म? थर्ड टर्म के लिए एस ऑफ 3 मत सब्स्टिट्यूट कीजिएगा। अब आपको सेकेंड टर्म और फर्स्ट टर्म मिल गई है। नाउ फाइंड द कॉमन डिफरेंस। कॉमन डिफरेंस क्या होगा? a2 माइनस a1, 1 माइनस 3 दैट इज माइनस 2। कॉमन डिफरेंस मिल गया तो थर्ड टर्म निकालेंगे। थर्ड टर्म कैसे निकालते हैं? a प्लस 2d, a इज 3 प्लस 2 इंटू माइनस 2 दैट इज 3 माइनस 4 इक्वल्स टू माइनस 1। अब इतना लंबा प्रोसेस नहीं करना तो आप डायरेक्टली भी कर सकते हैं। सेकेंड टर्म 1 थी, डिफरेंस माइनस 2 का होना चाहिए, तो 1 में से माइनस 2 सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दीजिए, आपको आंसर मिल जाएगा। इफ you know the second term, you know the common difference, subtract it, you will get the third term. They again ask 10th term, not the sum of 10 terms, 10th term. Okay, so a of 10, they have asked 10th term, so that is a plus 9d. अगर sum of 10 terms होता तो मैं s of 10 फाइंड करता। यहाँ पे 10th term बोला है तो a plus 9d. what is a? 3। 9 multiplied by minus 1 because d is minus 1. Sorry, d is minus 2. d is minus 2. So 3 minus 18 is minus 15. This is my 10th term. This is my 10th term. The question still is not over. Question is find the nth term. Find the nth term का मतलब क्या होगा कि आपको a of n फाइंड करना है। सिर्फ n की वैल्यू n रहनी चाहिए, बाकी सब सब्स्टिट्यूट हो जाना चाहिए। दैट इज a प्लस n माइनस 1 d में a और d की वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देनी है, n की वैल्यू को n रहने देना है। इसी का मतलब होता है nth टर्म। वैल्यू ऑफ a इज 3 प्लस n माइनस 1, वैल्यू ऑफ d इज माइनस 2। ओपनिंग द ब्रैकेट, n multiplied by minus 2 is minus 2n, minus 1 into minus 2 is plus 2, 3 plus 2 that is 5 minus 2n. This is the formula of nth term. I am repeating this question again because I know that my friends, you will be little confused in this sum. Some of the terms were given to you in the form of formula. You need to find if the question used to find the nth term, you need A, you need D. To find A and D, how will you find A and D? Substitute 1. See, these all middle questions which are given to us, this interim questions, if they don't ask these interim questions and directly they ask the question find the nth term, then also you have to follow this whole procedure. It's their way of giving hint. Then they asked each and every question so that you get an hint कि अब अगला क्या find करना है. So first of all, I'll substitute n as 1. If I substitute n as 1, that means sum of first terms. Sum of first term means only one term. So if I substitute n as 1, I'll got A as 3. That is my first term. Now I'll substitute n as 2. That is sum of first two terms. First term and second term. That came out to be 4. And I knew what was my first term. So I got my second term. Now, after getting second term, I can find the common difference. Subtracting second term and first term will give me common difference. That is minus 2. For finding third term, we have the formula a plus 2d. For 10th term, we have the formula a plus 9d. Simple. Now the formula for nth term, n should remain n. Otherwise, all the other variables should be substituted. So a was 3, d was minus 2, and we got the answer as an equals to 5 minus 2n. I am proceeding towards the 12th sum. Now 12, 13, 14 are all same. So I'll not be doing the calculations. You have to do it by yourself. Just I am explaining it. 12th question. Find the sum of first 40 positive integers divisible by 6. You have to find the sum of first 40 integers which is divisible by 6. So if a number is divisible by 6, पहला number कौन सा जो divisible by 6 है? That is itself 6. So your first term is 6. What is the common difference? Common difference is also 6 because it is divisible by 6. How many terms we have to find the sum of 40? We got A, we got D, we got N. And you have to find S of 40. You have to find S of 40, that is N by 2, 2A plus N minus 1 into D. 2A, N minus 1 into D. I have directly substituted the values. If you get confused, write the formula first and then substitute the values. Solving this, 2 ones are 2 20s are. So 20 multiplied by 12 plus 39 into 6, that is 234. Yes. 20 multiplied by, this is 6, 4, 246, and I'll get answer 4920. Sum of first 40 terms. Sum of first 40 terms. 13th, 14th. 13th question. Find the sum of first 15 multiples of 8. First multiple of 8 is 8 itself. Common difference is 8. And how many multiples? 15 multiples. Will you be able to find it? Sum of first 15 multiples and write the formula. 15 by 2. I am writing the formula. Okay. Substitute the values by yourself. N by 2. 2A plus N minus 1 D. Substitute the values by yourself and you will get the answer. 14th question. In 14th question, find the sum of the odd numbers between 0 and 50. Sum of the odd numbers between 0 and 50. So first odd number is 1. Last odd number, that is 49. What is the common difference between two consecutive odd numbers? 2. So the AP is having common difference as 2. And you have to find S of n. Obviously for S of n you should know n first. So using these three formulas, an equals to a plus n minus 1d, we will find n first. That is 49 equals to 1 plus n minus 1 into 2. This 1 will get subtracted. 48 equals to n minus 1 multiplied by 2. This 2 will get divided. So 24 equals to n minus 1. This minus 1 will go on that side. So n will be equals to 25. We got n, we have an, we have a. So S of n will be n by 2 a plus an. We can use this formula. You can use the formula of n by 2 a 2a plus n minus 1 d also. So 25 by 2, a is 1, an is 49. So 25 by 2 multiplied by 50, 2 ones are 2 25s are 25 into 25, 625. So this is sum of the odd numbers between 0 and 50. Hope you understood all these sums. This was the part 2. I'll be taking out the video of part 3 also, starting from the 15th question. So go through all these questions and we'll meet you in the next video with the part 3 of this exercise, and they are very important sums, very important word problems. Till then, bye bye.